It sound right, boys. It sound right, boys.
Daniel, what's up, man? How's it going? Having a good day today? What's up, 9? Lou. Figured I'd do a little day broadcasting today. What do you guys think? I'm actually going to do 2 streams. Hold on. Something's not right. There we go. So I'm going to do 2 streams today. 2. I'm going to do this Louisiana Monroe recruiting right now during the day. Kind of testing the bandwidth to see how my wife's Zoom calls and me streaming affect each other. And then I'll come back and do one later tonight after dinner. I'll do my Mizzou. So we'll get 2 for today. 2 for Thursday instead of 2 for Tuesday. So that's what we're going to try today and see what happens, man. So let's go. Yeah, I was looking. Revamped didn't stream today, and I saw nobody else was really on. Jimmy and George, and I guess you too, Lou, are watching Jalapeno. I've never watched him, so I'm like, yeah, what the hell? What I did was I set up a test dynasty with New Mexico, and I was trying some things out with them since they're about the same level as Louisiana Monroe, and simmed a whole season. They went 9-5, won the Mountain West. Lost, got slaughtered by Stanford in a bowl game. Yeah, so I figured, what the hell? I got nothing else going on. It's kind of quiet. I'll just throw this up, get this recruiting one out of the way so I can have fun playing games later tonight. When you recruit for hours on hours on hours, your brain just kind of locks up and you can't handle any more information. So we're going to do this recruiting now and see how it goes. We switch pages here and we'll go to the depth chart. Everybody gets to refamiliarize ourselves with this team because it's been a week since I played with it. So you'll see there's a new color on this page. So we still have the yellow for the seniors and the red for the freshmen, but if you don't remember, at the end of last stream for this particular dynasty, we had some transfers. So I got an 82 overall sophomore halfback transfer in, 73 left tackle, 85 center, and a 72 outside linebacker, which is good because we lost out on a 69 at the very end. So those guys all have to sit out. They're essentially red shirts, but I wanted to highlight them to let me know that they're the transfer guys. So I'll have them next year. So we're in good shape. Looking at our seniors in red shirts, going to need a quarterback since I have a junior starting and 2 freshmen behind him. I'm going to try and upgrade one of these freshmen. If I find 2, I might take 2. As you can see, I'm only shooting for 13 to 15 recruits. So I have room to upgrade all over the board if I find things. What's up, Grim? Yeah, I'm trying to pull one of you and do a day stream. I don't day stream ever, so we're going to do a daytime stream. Need 2 halfbacks because I have this 71 senior that's kind of trashy. Couple of juniors. This 82 sophomore is probably going to start next year, so I need to get some depth. 3 wide receivers, so I have 2 seniors graduating, and if I can upgrade one of these juniors, I will. Tight ends are good. I got 4 of them. One's graduating, but I got a red shirt last year, so we're good at tight end. 3 deep across the line at tackle, except for left guard. So we're in really good shape because these guys have already had their red shirts. These 2 transfers are being red shirted. So I really only maybe possibly get a guard here or replace this 68 or maybe this 69 junior. So which is good. I don't have to waste a whole lot of early season points on offensive line. I got a senior end that's going away. I also have a 66 freshman, so if I can replace those 2, I'll be happy there. 1 outside linebacker, probably this 67 junior needs to be replaced. I got a 73 middle. That's a senior and a 71 junior, so looking for at least 1 middle there. Corners, got 1 senior that's growing away. I got a 69 that's a junior, so we're looking at 2, and I have a senior punter. So we don't have a whole lot of needs. So we're going to try and get rid of these hard to get guys, the linebackers, the guard, and the corners early. Get rid of all these guys early. And go after the wide receivers and halfbacks with the low lock guys. I just did a New Mexico test one, and I got a 78 and a 79 wide receiver. They were the 73% locked guys from week 8 and 9. I was like 3,000 points behind on each one. I added both. They went to the off season. I was able to give them 700 points a week at the end of the year, and I got both in the off season. I think one I put 4,000 points, and the other I put 6,000 points. So I was able to get really good wide receivers really late. So I'm not necessarily going to be in a hurry to jump on those. It kind of depends on what their interest is on my team. And I've already kind of done I already set up the recruiting board a little bit, so I'm going to show you that now. Still got this sinus, whatever it is, hanging on, but I feel 1,000% better than last week, so hopefully none of you guys get this garbage. So here's how I'm setting this up, and I'm doing this a little bit more with all of them, but specifically with these ones where I'm simming and I'm just doing a lot of recruiting. What I'm doing, since Monroe is not a really big prestigious school, I don't have a ton of people interested in me, and the ones I am interested in aren't very high. As you can see, I need this punter, want the middle linebacker, only need 1, but I could get 2. It's okay. And then a corner, and then this quarterback. So these are the only guys that I'm on their board. And the rest of these guys, I'm trying to get a head start on low lock. Now, I know I don't necessarily need a guard, but I'll take this 80 overall because he's going to start if I can get him. Threw 3 other high quarterbacks on there. This athlete, I forgot what he is. He's another one that can play quarterback. B throw, B accuracy, B speed. I haven't scouted any of these guys, so it'll be we'll get to do this all together. So I threw a bunch of high overall, low lock guys just to see who we can jump up the board with early in the season. So none of these guys. How many do I have? Out of 35 guys, I'm only on 5 boards. So we have 30 guys. Yeah, exactly, Lou. I mean, I have a guard as down as a need, but it's not a real need. It's kind of an upgrade need is what I want to do. So I don't want to waste a whole lot of time on offensive line when I'm going to get some good training points in these guys next year. And I don't expect to do much of anything this season with the sim. We went like 5-7 last year. So, also, I changed the playbook. So rather than trying to force feed spread offense onto a team that's not ready for it, I switched to a multiple offense playbook that I set up, I don't know, 3-4 weeks ago. So that'll have multiple types of offenses in there so that it'll kind of cater to whatever the team is in the sim. Since I'm not going to get to pick whatever, plays are, it's going to sim. I figured I'd give them as many plays as possible. So anyway, let's scout these guys and see what we have. It's kind of like, I don't know if any of you guys used to open baseball cards, but I used to. I have tons of baseball cards, and this is like opening up new packs every spring. So my punter's a 71. I might look to see if there's a better one out there. He was just somebody that was on my board. This middle's a 72. It's not bad. Still looking for 67s or higher. Okay, he's tolerable. Not good coverage. This is 70. Good coverage. Not bad. You guys might hear my dogs barking. Yeah. Well, the sim punts. I try not to. If you hear the dogs barking, my dogs are... anybody that walks by the front of the house or the trash truck comes by, they lose their shit. So just ignore them. Okay, we found out this guy is trash. So Eric Berry. Adios. What's up, Jimmy? How you doing, man? All right. On to the guys that we really want to get if we can get on their board early. Not bad. 86 run block, 92 acceleration. Talk about a pulling guard, man. Yep. And I might have to get up and let him out every once in a while. Yeah, I watched the HPW last night too. That was really fun. Always fun. All right, he's not bad. 85, 80 speed, 85 throw, 84 speed, not bad at all. 84, 83. 87 with 84, 75 carry. He's not bad at all. He can catch a little bit. He could always slip over to running back if I needed him to. At this point, just want to keep these high overalls on these players and see where we stand. I don't expect to get... Ooh, ding, there's an 80 middle linebacker. Gotta love that. I'm just going to take the shotgun approach because this team's not very good in the first place. So we'll just see what we get. But I figure this is a perfect time to experiment with loading your initial. There we go, 79. So if I don't get the 80, we get a 79. That's not bad. Perfect time to try play some games with the amount of recruiting points. Okay. Play some games with recruiting and see what we can snag early. In fact, since I have an extra spot, I'm going to go try and find another punter. This other one's not the greatest. And I'm going to try something new here. And let's sort by squat and see if it makes a difference on punters. This guy's an 84. 68, 75. Is this 76? He's a JUCO. I need someone longer than a JUCO. Alright. Let's add David Rucker to our board and see how it goes. And for those of you that weren't here at the very beginning, I'm doing 2 streams today. So I'm going to do this recruiting one today for, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours. Take a break, have some dinner, and then tonight come back with my Mizzou Dynasty that just won the national championship. And we'll play some games tonight. I got Baylor right off the bat. So, yep, double stream day. And by the way, Sunday during the day, I definitely will be streaming. Wife's going out with a friend of hers a couple hours away to hang out all day. So I'm not even going to wait for her to leave the house. So it might be late morning or right around noon, depending on where you guys live. And we'll just stream for however long I can go. So we're going to go quickly through the depth chart again because all right, so I think this guy played last year. I might bring this guy in and play him if the other guy, I think the throw power, I think Suits' throw power is better. I miss it. Yeah, I went too far, didn't I? So they're about even. His accuracy is better. This guy's even better. Oh shit. I might have to move him up. Might go with Hayes Crockett. What's his speed? It's better than Suits. Alright, I'm going to put Crockett in when we get to the depth chart. This guy transferred, so he's redshirted. I can't play him. Yeah. Well, this is just a recruiting only. I don't even play the games. We just sim the games. So we're just going through turbo recruiting, basically. So this junior Nate Young is going to start. Yeah. She already knows. She already knows. I already told her. So this Travis Bryant we got this last offseason is our fastest wide receiver by far. Figured I'd put this Malik Jackson possession receiver as the slot guy. Let him try and burn him down the field. Got some good tight ends. I forget what our ends. 75. True freshman's going to play. Got some good D linemen here. Remember we had to recruit a shit ton of outsides last time. Same thing with corners. Although I did redshirt that one junior. He might get cut anyway. So anyway, oh, I forgot. Before I jump ahead, let's get this quarterback situation straightened out. Yeah, I already have it. Never mind. Crockett is going to start. Redshirt freshman. And here's our pipeline states. Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama. And here's our schedule. I didn't change it. We're going to open up with an ass kicking at Louisiana State, LSU. I don't even know why I said Louisiana State. Old Dominion's on there. Louisiana Tech's on there. Got to put FCS on there just because we need some cupcakes, especially on visit weeks, until this team gets built up. So we're going to go. Yeah, so we're just going to go fast each week. I'm really not going to do a lot of the talking and explaining. Guys have watched me do this before. It's just going to be a matter of moving points around, dropping guys off the list, adding new guys to the list. And I'll start looking at low lock next week. I'm not even going to wait for week 2 or 3. We're going to go next week. And I think I'm going to try to remember to do the 73% lock guys in week 7 instead of week 8. If we can get them in week 7, anybody in week 7, that's an extra full week of recruiting. So maybe we can get a visit by the end of the year instead of having to take them to the off season. And anybody wondering what my shirt says? It says American since 1776. So. All right, let's go scout the rest of these guys. Yeah. I'm not quite that old, but I am old. And we already got locked out on this guy. Why did we get locked out on this guy? Playing time. Yeah, well, Albert Lloyd, take a fucking hike. You can take a hike too. Anybody else want to take a hike? Alright, so let's go back to scouting. I think we stopped right around here. Yeah. So we lost a quarterback and a middle linebacker. That's okay. Oh, got another 84 run block. 81 throw power. You are gone. You're fine, Elliot. Not a problem at all, man. I know I'm old. I'm 55. I don't act like it. I act more like 15 sometimes, but I'm way older than most who play this game. 69. What is this guy? Man in zone. Can catch a little bit. 87 carry. He's not very elusive. I don't know if I could play him at running back. I can play him at wide receiver, though. I have way more guards than I want on the list, so I'm going to go look at these, how far back I am, and see what I can eliminate, so we can go back and add more of these other guys on there. What is this guy? Ding. 95 juke, 73 carry, 80 man, 82 cover. He's either a running back, 95 speed. I might have to make this guy a running back. I don't really want to waste his carry. I'm sorry, his juke. I want to waste that juke and elusive on a DB, so he might come in as a running back. Yeah. 81. All right, so as you guys know how I do this, it's going to take just a little bit. I'm going to resort these. I don't like to do this by using the menus because it's just my preference. We're going to do it the long, slow way, but I'll go as fast as I can. And we already know Rutgers going to the top. Let's get all these high guys up here. Yeah, Jimmy, I did say hi, guys. What's up, Revamp? I was waiting to see if you were going to stream today, but I figured you kind of got worn out from yesterday or you were super busy, so I decided to jump in while nobody else was doing anything, and we're going to do a quick recruiting only. I'm going to come back tonight and do my Mizzou one, my normal gameplay one. So I didn't get to see your stream yesterday either. I had watched you for 5.5 hours, and then I watched Grim for part of his, and I was feeling a little burned out. That's why I didn't bother streaming Tuesday at all. I just took the night off and just said, I don't feel like it. So we're going to make up for it today. I actually had everything set up, was ready to go. And that last half hour, I just said, yeah, fuck it, I don't want to do it. So that's why we're here today. Just trying to get this board in shape so I can go back and see who I need to drop and put points in, and this will be done in just a second. I won't have to do this very much once I get past this part. Yeah. Some days or days get like that. They just kind of get away from you, and sometimes you actually need a mental and physical break from it because you do it every day, man. It gets on. I wouldn't say it gets on your nerves, but it's hard to be on and hard to focus and play the game and carry chat every single day. So I don't stream nearly as much as a lot of you guys do, but Gotta be in the right mood too, though. All right, we have everybody. Yes. And before I do this, let me exit out. Let's go to my coach real quick so we can refresh on where I'm at on him too before I get in here. So I'm level 21. I do not have lockpick and I do not have insta-commit. So since I don't have insta-commit, we're going to offer every single player right now. Anybody that we're remotely close. Because it makes no sense to wait. I could wait and try to upgrade and all that stuff, but I'd rather get the points on there now. So let's see where we are with this punter. Guard, we're in decent shape. Middle, we're in decent. These are all guys we had thrown on the board in the preseason that we weren't on their boards already. So I'm trying to get a head start on the low lock, and we'll find out where we stand with all these guys after I sim forward, because they're going to start putting points and insta commits and all that good stuff. Yep. So you can see we're way behind on all these guys, and that was kind of on purpose. I don't expect half these guys to be here after this week. We're just going to take a different tact with this one and see how it goes. All right, so let's go offer these guys. And we're just going to go in here. And this is going to, the screen might glitch out a little bit because I'm just spamming X on the offer scholarship. So it just goes faster than do it one by one. And if Jimmy and Daniel, you didn't notice, I made you guys mods in here too. So George and Lou aren't around, you can help out. I see George in there. What's up, buddy? Doing a little day streaming here. Let's go. Until I get insta commit, this is a necessary evil. It's much more fun when you can get the insta commits, but until then, we're just going to offer them all. All right. My only need is a punter, so that's good. All right, top schools. And this is where I'm going to do this a little different than some people do. Some people will throw 700 points on it right away, and that's kind of be, in my opinion, a little bit of a waste because you don't know what Michigan's going to do. They might insta-commit this dude, and you just wasted 700 points. So we're going to shotgun approach this. I know these guys have low bonuses, and I'm going to come back if I have a little bit extra and throw another 100 on these guys. I mean, I really don't expect to get many of them this way. This is going to be a huge low lock season. I'm going to try and get a lot of guys through low lock, which is going to be a lot of searching. This guy's probably not going to get this guy with a 45 bonus, but never know. Once we get past this week and I get some of these guys off the board and add new guys onto the board and see where I stand, then I'll come back, take some of these points off particular players, throw 700 points on guys I really want, and try and make real headway there. So I'm pretty sure we're going to have 3 or 4 guys go to the off season with this team, and that's okay. I just don't want 10. Yeah, I kind of surprised everybody. Nobody was really online streaming NCAA today. And I didn't stream Tuesday, so that's why I'm here today. And I will be back after dinner at 7:30 Central to do my Mizzou one. We're going to double up, in case you guys didn't hear me say it before. So let's just get this homework one out of the way early today so I can go back to playing games. Yeah, sucks. And Jimmy, you like to stream late night, which I'd like to watch your streams, but sometimes I gotta go to bed because I've been up too much, or I have to get up early in the morning. I don't have any club volleyball to ref for like a month, but I've got some college matches in the middle of the week. I've got some high school matches coming up too. So, all right, let's not give him this, and let's not give him this. And let's go up here and try to fortify a couple of these. This guy. Really would like to get this guy. And I'd really like to get this guy. Don't think I'll get either, but we can try. And then this other guard. All right. 32. Let's go back into low lock. Yeah, Rakeem, I'm a high school club and college volleyball referee. I just got certified last Saturday as a regional ref for USA Volleyball for club. So I ref like 6 days a week. Starting in the middle of the month on the 15th of March, I'll be reffing pretty much 6 days a week. Cool thing is with the high school and the college, you get to do 1 3 out of 5 match. It's like 125 to 135, 150, depends on the level, for about 2 hours of work. So club's a different story. Club's about $38 a match, and I just did 11 matches on Sunday. So not bad, not a bad payday, but it's very tiring. So, all right. So looking at this low lock, this is what I did earlier today. I'm going to go in here. None of them are going to have offers yet because we're still in week 1. They haven't had time to offer yet, right? I just offered, so we're going to wait and see. So all I'm going to do on this board here is look at the letter grades. I want to get at least 1 green and maybe 2 like this. This guy's already on my board though, because you can see the little red target next to his face. So all I'm doing right now, yeah, he doesn't like my tradition, is I'm looking for guys I can have decent bonuses with to give myself a fighting chance. I might have to come back to Gerald, although I don't need a tight end, so that's kind of a waste of time. But I'm really looking for guys that might have an A. Anybody with an A in the first or second slot. What is this guy? He doesn't have a lot of people. And 6'6", 270, play rec, pursuit, hit, power, tackle. He looks like a defensive end or defensive tackle. I don't know what his speed is. Block shedding C, finesse C. Guy's a defensive lineman. And give me 1 second. Let's go back to my depth chart. Defensive line. I need 2 ends. I don't need any tackles. So if he's slow, that means he's going to be a D tackle, and I don't need him. So I'm not going to put him on the list because there's a good chance this guy's a D tackle, and I don't need one. Even though he's good, I don't need him. This guy, I'd love to get this guy, but I don't need a tight end. I've already got Will Cook on my board. Looking for 3 guys. What is this guy? Let me back one. He's an outside linebacker. Yeah, he's all full up, so I'm not going to get on that board. Proximity to home's not going to carry that one. Don't need a strong safety. I'm actually going to pull this spreadsheet up on my other monitor just to cover up my Streamlabs so I can see it at a glance. What's up, Coach Kurt? How you doing, man? Hello to everybody that just came in. If I didn't see you or say hi, I'm kind of locked in on trying to find a decent pitch bonus for some of these low lock guys. All right, he's already on my board. Not right now, there's not. I mean, there's older versions. I still have NCAA 13. I think I gave away 12 with Ingram on the cover. I still have 13. 13 has a different recruiting system. It's based on time. Here's a wide receiver. And those are lesser schools. All right, we could add Jaron Lindsay to my board. 4.52. It's a little slow, so I am taking him off. I don't like 4.5s. I want the 4.4s. Tell you what. Let me go back. I need to see how deep I am. All right. 2 quarters. 2 halfbacks. I need 1 quarter, need 2 halves. So I probably should add at least 1 more halfback, although I have one that's an athlete. I could really upgrade wide receiver. Plenty of guards. I actually got too many guards, right? And I need 2, so I've got 4. It's a good start. Outside, I don't have any outside linebackers. 4 middles. All right, so let's go back and add. I mean, need 3, right? Let's add a couple of outsides and a couple of outsides and a better wide receiver. All right. Oops. Let's sort by squad on the linebackers. Look at that, 680. He's a little slow. All I'm looking for, there we go. Grant Hood. He's slow, but I'm going to take him because I am a beggar at this point. And this guy is decent. We'll come back to Steve Richard. If I can find someone better like this guy. And shit, I didn't mean to circle out of that. Well, let's just shorten the list and go here. All right, I'm going to leave this set on squat on the running backs because that's their break tackle. And we're just going to come over here and look at speed. He's no good. He's a JUCO. And he wants playing time. One star. Man. Not a whole lot of options in here. He's a 74 JUCO. I really don't want to add a JUCO. I've already got some upper class. Need some freshmen to get in here. He might not be too bad, although we got some pretty big schools. Alright, I'll throw him on the board. What the hell? How many did I added? 3, right? So I need to take at least 150 off so I can scout these guys. Don't see anybody with low points. Alright, I'm just going to have to take... I wanted to add the 50 here, but we're taking them away. Probably won't get these 3 guys anyway, so let's see what happens with the bottom guys. 91 speed, not bad. Nice. 80 outside. 76 outside. Alright. So these guys have no scholarship. I don't have points. I'm going to leave them at the bottom so that I know that I don't have scholarships on because everybody else has got a scholarship. So let's go advance and get into this season. Oh, man. The only bad thing about the console version of Revamped is how slow these particular screens go. PC, it goes way faster because that processor can go pretty fast. So, and I have a PC that can probably run it. I may have to stream it off my laptop as opposed to stream off my PC. But I don't want to just go through the hassle of dealing with it if this is working. And I know Revamped put the version 9 update on his game. I don't know. I'm not logged in to EA servers or any of that stuff right now, so it's not affecting me. My OC went up. How can your offensive... I don't know. How can your offensive coordinator go up on a week that you had a bye? I'm not real sure how that works. Let's go with pass blocking. All right, let's check out recruiting. It'll go faster after this because we're going to start knocking guys off the board and putting points into other ones. So, all right. Not going to go after Brandon Parker with a scholarship because he's toast. And Grant Hood is toast. And Jason Archie is toast. It's kind of why you throw them on the board early just to get a head start if you can. Looks like they're all over this punter, and I don't have a good bonus, so Rucker's going by. This guard I really want, no one is recruiting, so let's bump him up to 500. I can go to 7, but I don't want to spend it right away. This middle linebacker's toast. And the athlete is gone. There's going to be a lot of this. All right, the 79 D end. Let's just knock him to 300. This guard I don't need. If no one's on him, I have a decent bonus. I'm just going to get rid of Newberry. Let's bump this corner up to 3. I'm not going full, 500 or 700 points in these guys because I want to get as many guys up the board as possible. I could probably get this guy, but it's kind of, I've got other, he's a halfback. You can probably find another halfback in low lock. So, and I do have that one that's an athlete if he didn't get already knocked off the board. 77 corner. Ole Miss. Here, since I have this, I might as well use it. Thank you for the follow or sub or whatever that was. I didn't have it up on my other screen, so I couldn't see it. Ole Miss. They're putting 550 into that corner. 550 is all they're putting in. All right, so if I go to 700. Welcome, DMA. DMA Chase. How do you ever say that? Is that how you say it? So this corner right here, they're putting 550. 550 plus 300 is 850, right? So I'm at 940. They don't have a scholarship on them yet. So 940, it's It's 90 points. That's going to be about 8 weeks to make a difference. So I don't see that that's going to happen. I'm going to cut him and try and find somebody else have a better chance. Baker's gone. This is the, all right, this guard. I have the other guard, so I'm just going to drop this to 100 and leave this guy on here as a just in case type thing. He's gone. I'm going to have to do a lot of scouring. I can already tell. Luckily, I only need 13 to 15 guys, so I don't need a ton. I was just trying to get a head start, like this quarterback. What was he? 84 speed, 83 throw power. He's not bad. He's going to get redshirted anyway. I'll just leave 200 on him. Not getting this D end. I'm going to have to go back to the D ends. Don't need Will Cook. Middle linebacker. I only dropped 35. I need a middle, so let's put him up and go see what happens. He's toast. All these guys I didn't get around to putting points in, so they're probably going to get hammered. I don't need an extra guard. I've already got 2. I only need 1. Let's max him out. What do I need? I need 3 wide receivers. He's toast. Alright, do need this punter, and we're going to give him, I'm going to give him 300 points just because I want to get up to the top, get this visit out of the way, and get him and be done with it. He's toast. And it's only 50 point difference, but I dropped. I'm going to probably find better. What is this guy? 94 speed. Decent cover. Not great. Alright, let's give him 300 and just see what happens next week. Because I gained without putting any points on him. So let's see what we can do. Larry King. Larry King live. This is CNN. Give him a couple hundred. Yeah, a couple hundred. Nope. $570. There's got to be somebody better. And this middle. Everybody wants him. All right, we went from 35 to 10. So, let's go look. All right, so actually go back. Give me 1 second. So we're going to look this way. So I have the quarter, and we'll look at top schools. Should be able to get this guy, so I don't need another quarter right now. I need 2 halfbacks. Should be able to get this guy, so I need 1 more. Need probably 3 or 4 wide receivers on the board. Got the 1 guard and the backup guard. Need 2 D ends. Should be able to get this guy, so I need another D end. Right, so I need 3 wide receivers, 1 D end, 1 halfback. Don't need a D tackle. I need an outside linebacker, so we're going to go 2 outside linebackers. Need 1 middle. And we are down the list, so I'm going to put 2 middles on the list. And then we need 2 corners, so I'm going to add 2 more corners. And I've got the punter. What is this athlete guy again? He might need more. This is the guy that's 94 speed. That's probably a corner. Let's just go ahead and throw him up to 400 now. All right, so my one athlete can play cornerback. Can he run at all? Break tackle, carry. He's got good carry. He's not very elusive. Might be a wide receiver. All right. Let's go. So let's get this defensive end out of the way first. No scholarship offer. Boom. Outside linebackers. Still sorting by squat. There's 2. There's 1. Don't like his speed, but I'm going to put him on the board just because I'd rather have him and cut him than have to go find him again later. 63 I don't like. There's another outside. 4.6 speed. Let's go to middle. All I'm looking for is scholarships. If they have a scholarship, I'm moving on. Some of you guys know that, but not everybody does. So sorting by squat because I want 600. That's his tackle ability, and this guy's going on the board. I may need 2 of these guys. Wow. He's a JUCO, but he's an 81 already. So I'll throw a third one on here. Kind of looking for somebody in the 70s right now. 70 is a freshman. 69, he's a JUCO. 4-star, of course. Nah, of course Notre Dame had to ruin that one. Did they? Yeah, I know I posted a Dodds. I posted that link to that article so you would see it if you hadn't seen it. That really jack up your stack and release and stack and trade. I figured it might. That's why I sent that along. Yeah, George, I don't care. These JUCO with this level of team, he can step in and play right away and let me redshirt a freshman for another freshman for a year. I'm just trying to find an extra guy in the high 60s, low 70s, and I don't see it. Let's go back to outside because I can move the outside in and see if we have anybody else in here. Preferably somebody with decent speed. So with Madden jacking that up, Daughtery, is that going to cost you hours and hours of research now? You're going to have to go back and figure out how to trade for these guys? Because as soon as I saw that, you're the first person I thought of, man. I was like, oh shit. It's either going to give you hours of content or it's going to drive you to drink. All right, we're done with the linebackers. Shit, I didn't mean to do that. So 2 corners. Yeah, I didn't think you'd be upset by it, but I figured it was like, oh crap, now I got to do all this work to figure out how our techniques work or don't work. So look at this guy. A 4.36 corner. Nobody wants him. I'll take him. I'm still sorted by squat, which is our tackle. Here's another one. 4.4. See if we can find somebody else. Yeah, I don't want that 56. Holy shit, another 4.340 cover. Thank you. They're just going to give me all these cover guys. That'll let me move that other corner to running back or receiver. So now I need a halfback and 2 wide receivers. I'll come back and look at athlete last. JUCO Power. Yeah, I think I looked at him before. I'm not getting that guy. I'll take this 4.5. He's like round tree speed. .436. He's a JUCO. I'll take him. Didn't want him. Oh, I'd rather have a freshman. 4.4 with power. I'll take him. 78 spark. All right, let's go to wide receiver. And we're just going to sort by 40 time. Well, you were kind of baiting them, weren't you, Daughter? You trying to get them to watch your stuff and to let them know their shit's broken, and this way you actually made the game better by showing them how stupid their logic was earlier. He's a 65 with a 4.3. I'd rather have higher, but maybe these guys will push up. I mean, they do have big schools. As low level that the school is, I'm kind of just taking anybody with speed at this point. I might come back to Smith. Definitely not in Dukes. Yeah, might be. It kind of gets boring, though, when you can just stack the team with such great talent. And you don't have to worry about, oh, here we go. Don't have to worry about the salary cap at all. You can trade for anybody you want. Hopefully they won't fix that. Hopefully they won't fix the practice squad cheese. That was pretty fun finding that, and then watching you take it to the next level. That was a pretty fun video, man. If you guys play Madden and you're not following Tips for Gamers, you need to go follow them right now and watch every frickin' video they made. So, and I would recommend, if you have all of those hours to watch, put the viewing speed on 2 times speed. You'll still be able to understand what he's saying, but you'll get through them all. He's a 64. I'll throw him on there. All right, let's go scout these guys and see what we got. I don't need 35 right now. I need to get a better grip on what I have and don't have. All right, so these are all the guys that we just added. And since I can't give them points, but I can offer them, I can't give them points this week, but I can offer them. I'm going to put them in numerical order to save my time later. I don't have to push them quite so far up the board. It's just an organization thing. So I hate seeing a bunch of 60s mixed in with 70s. It just drives my OCD. Eric Davis. Eric the Red. One of my favorite baseball players of all time. All right, scouting. Start at the bottom. Herbie Hancock was a 67. Not bad. 90 speed, 71 catch, 92 carry. Robert Harris is a 68. 82 spec catch. 68. 68. We're getting a bunch of receivers that we can possibly use. 67. That's all right. He stayed at 68. That's okay. 71. Eric's a 68. 67. 90 speed. See you, Dodds. Have a good one, man. There we go. He's 80 all across the board on his coverage and 93 speed. Gotta like that. And no one's recruiting that dude. Just found a gem. 86 tackle, 82 hit, 88 finesse. Holy shit. That dude can start day one. That's what we're looking for. Sergeant Slaughter. Might have to change his name if he makes a team. Alright, let's offer every one of these guys since we don't have the Insta. And then we can get on to allocating some more points. J Boney. Definitely say hi to J Boney. Kind of miss you guys' live streams, man. Gonna run out of points having to offer 20 guys. All right, let me go back in here. So I got the one quarterback on the board. Got 4 halfbacks now. And looks like New Mexico and BYU are putting points on Damian Morris, but he's the lowest rated one, so I'm just going to dump him, even though I just wasted 100 points on him. Eric Davis has 2 schools. I'm not going to waste my time on that. I know my bonus isn't that good. We've got 4 other guys here, and Hancock is gone. That's fine. We need 3. We got 4. Let's see what we can do. Guards are fine. What's my bonus? 110. I'm going to take these points away and put them on somebody else. 300. So we'll have points on him next week. Need 1 linebacker. We'll get points on Hawaii's after him. All right. Well, we'll go for Zach Pollard then, all in. Middle. Corner, we need 3 of these guys. Need the punter. And this guy could play corner or halfback. We'll see what happens with that later. Alright. I'm not going to add more guys right now. I'm going to bump the points up on these guys and try and get a head start on next week. And we'll come back and look at more low lock, whatever I possibly want. How many points do I have now? 700 points. All right, spread it around. All right, we'll come back and look at this low lock guys next. I want to advance, get my ass kicked by LSU and see where I stand with what I have, because like I said before, I only need 13 to 15 recruits. Here, we'll go back to this depth chart while the game's playing. So you can see I want 1 quarterback. I'm just trying to upgrade. I mean, this guy is going to be a senior next year, so I can redshirt the guy coming in, and he'll definitely be better than him. Might be even good enough to start. Losing this senior, but I have this transfer, so I'd like to add a couple more so I can back up these 2 juniors. This guy could actually get redshirted if I wanted to. Losing 2 seniors, would like to possibly upgrade these 3 underclass to junior, sophomore, freshman if I can. Tight end is set. Offensive line is pretty much set. I got this 85 transfer, 73 transfer. If I get that other 80 guard, I'll really be set. I might have to move this guy out to tackle next year. That's why I'm not really going after a whole lot of offensive linemen. I did that last year. Got 3 that I picked up and then added 2 more through transfers. Don't need any D tackle right now, although I will go back and look if there's, you know, a 79-80 sitting out there with no one looking at him. One of these guys might get, if he's fast enough, move to the outside or just cut so I can break up the class a little bit. Linebackers are a little weak at the moment, but we can work on that again next year. My ends are okay. So when I go back and look at low lock, we're going to look at high-end defensive ends and D tackles. Probably could look for a better free. So before I forget that, defensive end, defensive tackle, free safety, we're going to look at upgrades on low lock for those. So let's go back in here. In fact, let me go to this cam. This is a little bit better. And let me drag myself over here. And we lost. Didn't even look at the score. Didn't even care. No problem. We just got our ass kicked by LSU. So now we're looking at our gains and losses in recruiting for this next week. No scholarships, no visits. Okay. All right, so no one's after Clint Bryant at all. I'm going to leave the 500 on there for now. All these guys, I want to push them up to 50% as quick as possible. And we're just going to slide this guy down to the bottom of the list because I don't really need him. Alright, so corner, we're in good shape there. Good shape quarter. Middle, I'm gaining ground. Minnesota doesn't have that great. It's UTSAs who have to worry about. And it doesn't look like they're putting 700, so I should be in first place on this guy in a week or two. Wide receiver, I'm losing ground, and I put 700 points, so Shannon Perry's gone. You have to go look more wide receiver. Got the lead on, we're tied for first. I'll be first next week. So this guy we dropped. So let's get him up to 600. We'll get that 100 points back. Yeah, fuck it. We'll give him full 700. King, we're good. This defensive end. Let's give him 300 for now. I want to try and spread some of these points out to these guys at the bottom. I'd love to put 700, but I want to get as many of them moved up as possible, especially like this middle linebacker that could start day one. Worst case, I flex him out to outside. Get this corner up. He's only got 55 on his bonus. It's another corner. It's halfback. Yeah, we're going to get a bunch of these guys. I just got to get them up the board as quick as I can, but I have so many of them right now. I'm not going to give... Ooh, 800. Ugh. We'll give him some points and see what happens. I'm only going to give him 200. This middle, I've got other ones. I'm going to give the corner because I need so many corners. How many points do I got? And wow. All right, so let's give 100. I might go back and change some of these other guys. Let's take 100 back from this guy and give it to this wide receiver since I need so many of them. Now we're going to pull this middle linebacker down here. And halfbacks do I have? I need one halfback. I'm leading on that one. I'm going to be leading on that one. So you know what I'm going to do? We're going to drop this guy. Drop this guy. We're gonna put Lonnie Jackson up at 500 and do Larry King 200. I'd much rather get this guy right here. Actually, 89, 86, yeah. Give him 200. Need 3 wide receivers, right? So kind of starting low on those guys, but we can up that in a little bit. Defensive end. Only need 1, but I have room to upgrade 2, so I'm going to go all in on those 2. Need 1 outside. Need 1 middle, but this guy, wow, this guy's better. Drop this guy down and push him up. Thanks for sharing that, Lou. Thanks for letting them know. We need 3 corners. Nobody's recruiting those guys. So I'm taking these points off of this one. And I'm going to give it to this outside that I need a little bit more. All right, my only team need, actual need, is a punter. So now that we are on all of these boards, we're going to push the bad to the bottom and the good to the top, so we can focus on getting the better players. All right, we'll leave these just in case guys at the bottom. All right, let's sim. It's still Von Rye STL. I left the STL on there too. So, actually I do need to go back, don't I? Because I said I was going to look at D-tackle, DN, and free. Almost forgot. Free is not a need, so it's not imperative that I get a free. Although, if I get an extra corner, I'll move them. Let's just see what they have. Let's sort by squat. 73 overall sophomore. He's marginally better, and I lose a year, so that's not going to really help. Looking for somebody higher than 71. All right. Nobody there. So let's go look at DN and D tackle. I already got 2 DN, right? So I don't need. Here's a 75. I could upgrade the lower levels. Let's go look at D tackle. Now we're looking high 70s. I'm looking for guys that can start, not just back up. So, nobody there. Let's look at outside while we're here. Of course Ohio State offered him. Now I'm looking for 4-star guys. They're in order by squat, so they should have the best guys at the top. So I'm trying to find 4-star guys that no one's put an offer on. 75 corner. Thank you. What a strong. Could I move a strong to free? He's very slow. 4.64. That's 79 speed. It's definitely not a free safety. It's a linebacker. .434 strong safety. Holy shit. A 4.34 strong safety. Of course. He's already got offers. Why wouldn't he? It'd be stupid not to offer him. What happened to all my viewers? No idea, man. It's daytime. People aren't used to me streaming during the day. They're used to me streaming at night. So, that's possibly the case. And right now I'm just trying to get this down, recorded, archived over to YouTube so I can have fun playing games, man. None of these guys are worth putting on the boards. I mean, they are, but I don't really need at this point on this. It'd have to be, he's a 3-star. I'll put him on the board because he's already a 70. Maybe he goes up to a 75. Man, these tight ends. Some of these guys were hot for me early. I think that was a George laugh I just gave you. Let's see, 71, 71, 67. A 73. A 4.48 possession receiver. Let's put him on the board. Those possession receivers are going to have better route running. Is there a stud fullback? No. Is there an even better quarterback out there? Quarterbacks I'm going to sort by 40 time because I want the really fast ones. A 4.5. 4.5. No high 70s out here. 73. He's a 78, runs a 4.8, not interested. All right, let's go look at athletes one more time, and then we're going to start simming much faster. Guy runs a 4.4. What is he? He's not a quarterback. He can play corner, though. Let's take him. 78 JUCO junior. This guy's a quarterback. Fort Walton Beach, Florida. I've been there more than once. I want to put this guy on the board because if he has throw power in the mid-80s, he's going to be a quarterback with 4.46 speed. This guy, he's a route runner, zone A jumping. I think he's a wide receiver. Anybody have him on the board? I didn't look. Probably should have, huh? Yeah. Let's go back to looking high 70s. This is 75. 4.64. No one's after him. Is this guy a quarterback? Sure is. With B carrying. How about this guy? His carrying's not as good. Alright, I'm done. I'm done. Let's go scout these guys off for them and get into another week and try and do some more damage on the board. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys. 8 guys. That's 400 points just to scout them. Where can I take that out? Start here. Doing this the long way. Need 300 more. All right, let's see if we can get some ding fries are done in here. Let's move these. That's not what I meant it to do. $80, ding. He can start next year. 79, he can start next year. 69, I don't need. Goodbye. At this point, I want high 70s. 77, that's not bad. 68. He'd be good last year, he's not good this year. Yeah, I have 2 golden doodles and one of them's losing their shit. Ding, 94 speed. 87 man, 85 zone. Got another corner. '89 throw power, 88 speed, 80 carry, 87 juke. He can play wide receiver, 80 catch, 86 route running, 80 catch in traffic. This guy, I might put him on the depth chart as a quarterback and play him at wide receiver. That right there. That's the guy that ran 4.46. This is exactly what I want at quarterback when I run spread. 85 elusive, 75 stiff arm. Yeah. Tony Jenkins. He's the other quarterback. 84 throw power, 78 speed. I'll leave him on the list, but I'm not going to give him any points. I mean, I could always add him and move the other guy to wide receiver. Let's offer all of these guys. Now I really want Darius Sampson. Yep. That's why I always look for quarterbacks and athletes, man. Always look for quarterbacks and athletes. Especially if you're going to run read option spread. All right, so they're down at the bottom. Should be in numerical order. They will be in a minute. All right. So I have this group right here as my backup options. So I split this into 3 boards. All right, so I have the guys I'm putting points on. I have the guys just in case, and then I have the new ones at the bottom. Keeps it straight in my head so that when I go look top to bottom, I know I've already got points on these guys. I can see what my progress is. Can double check these backups. Are we losing ground on these guys? Do I need to throw points? Do I need to throw them off the list? And then these guys are the new ones that I want to push to the top of the list. Darius is a JUCO, but I don't give a shit. He'll get 2 years as a starter in at a high level. If I redshirt him, he's going to be at what, an 87 as a junior, and he'll be like a 94 as a senior. I think I can handle 2 years of that. Let me save this. Can't believe I hadn't saved this whole stream. And of course my browser on my laptop decided to crap out. I can still see chat on my Streamlabs. All right. Let's see if we can beat UTEP. And we get another bye week coming up. So we get a lot of recruiting. We lost 30 to 20. These guys need some wins, man. Wins help you get recruits. Recruits help you get wins. Oh. Grim, I'm sorry I didn't get to watch you win the Natty. I really wanted to watch it. You ended it before you played the Natty the other day, and I was basically offline most of the day yesterday until later in the middle of George's stream. So didn't get to see you or Revamp. Hey, the punter is ready to visit. And we ran a kickback for a touchdown even though we lost. Let's get this visit out of the way. I could add 8 more guys, but I don't think I will, just because I'm going with a short class this year. All right. Let's see what the damage is. I'm now 1,000 points up, so let's drop this down to about. Let's drop it to 100. He moved up, so let's give him 100. Get him into first place next week before Michigan wakes up. Brewster, 1,000-point lead. Let's drop him down to 2. I'm actually going to give Clint Bryant, the guard, another 100 back. 100's a little light. I want to try to get them up to their visit as quick as possible, but also spend points on other guys. Leave him at 400 because we're making progress. Drop him to 2. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. We'll drop Darius down to a couple hundred. Losing ground on Cedric Wyatt. He's the middle linebacker. I only need 1. How many do I have? Gonna get Hughes. This guy's a backup. So, tell you what, we're gonna get rid of Wyatt, even though I could probably play him on the outside. And then I'm gonna max him out. Make sure I get him. I don't need to chase 2 at one time. I just need the best one. So he's good. He's good. We'll leave this guy. What did I say? I need 1 running back, so I'm just going to leave him where he's at. In fact, we'll move him down to the backup pile. Punter. Got a visit coming up with him. This tells me that Tulane's putting 500 on him also because I haven't made any ground. So let's give him 100 just to push him ahead. Outside linebacker. Now Clemson's in on him. All right, we'll give him a full 700. I've maxed him out and I'm gaining 100. So they don't have a full 700 points on him. They're spending 500 or 550. Leave King alone. Let's give this guy a couple hundred. It just gets cluttering and confusing when you have all this extra. If no one's going after your main guy, I'm gonna max him out and try and just get him as quick as possible and move on to another position. Because you can see I need to get these wide receivers too, right? So at some point I need those points to go away on the higher ones so I can come back down and finish these guys off. Still gaining ground on these backup guys. All right, Darius, I know you're JUCO, so I'm not going to go hog wild. So we'll just give you a couple hundred and try and get you up to the top in a couple of weeks. This guy, we're going to put 300 in him. We've got 300 points left. So, let me take 100 back. This is going to go way slower than I normally do it, but I have a lot of high overall guys with not very big bonuses, and so I'm trying to push as many of them up the board as quickly as possible. Instead of pushing one or two up really fast, I'm trying to get them all up the board. So now, let's move these guys to the top where they belong, and I can focus. Oops, wrong section. And you guys saw my list of my 12 steps that I go through. I added an extra little section at the bottom. I even updated it on the spreadsheet that I put on Discord, but I'm going to show you guys here in a second when we go sim this next game. While it's simming and we're waiting and we're not just staring at that stupid page. I'm going to show you what I look for by position. I mean, you can look for whatever you want based on how you play the game, but this is my criteria. This is what I look for. This is how, when you guys are doing your recruiting, I can spot a particular squat or bench or 40 really fast, because that's exactly where my eyes go first. So let's sim through this bye week, and while that's doing that, all right, so you guys have seen the order. Find my needs. JUCOs are instant starters on bad teams like this. Yeah. Number of seniors, that's the size of your class. That's your minimum size for your class. So you got to replace all of those guys. You have to replace those guys, otherwise you're getting walk-ons. Then you can find your wants. Once you know what you have to replace, you can come back in and say, okay, I have to replace that. This is now what I want to replace. But you're going to target those needs first, especially if you have O-line, D-line, linebacker, tight end, the ones that really get a lot of recruiting points put on them by the computer. You got to go after them first. Come back for quarterback, halfback, wide receiver, athlete, and low lock. As I said, I did a New Mexico speed recruiting right before I went on air. I finished the whole season on them. I got a 79 and a 78 wide receiver at the 73% lock week. I got him in week 9. I didn't even get him week 8. I got him week 9. Gave them all 700 points, and then I had to give them both like 4,000 or 5,000 points in the off season. But I got both a 79 and a 78. I don't know if they're both 4-star, if one was 5-star. I got both of them in the off season, so you don't have to go after stud wide receivers early. I scout everybody in the off season until I'm out of points. I come back in week 1, finish scouting everybody, get rid of the the guys that are busts, go back in here, remove them, add more guys, keep scouting until I have my board where I want it. Then I offer scholarships to everybody unless I have insta-commit. If I don't have insta-commit, I offer everybody. Then once I'm done with scouting and offering, then I give all the remaining points to my need players first and the wants second. Come back after week 1, week 2, reassess, which is what you saw me do when I dropped all the way down to 10 guys on my board. Had to go back and replenish the whole thing. Since I had very few guys of higher caliber wanting to come to the school, I only took the ones that I liked and put a bunch of low lock guys on there early to try and get on their boards, which we did with that 80 overall guard, so that's good. I'm scheduling visits as quickly as possible. I'm not worrying about what week it is. I just want to get them in, get a visit, get them committed. Week 8, you can actually do it in week 7, but week 8 is the prime week for the 73% locked guys. If you don't know what that is, sort by 75% locked or less, and then go down the list and make sure Nobody has a scholarship already offered. If there's no scholarship, then you're going to see this graphic right here. You're going to see players with this plus 25, and you're going to see your school at the bottom, coming in at the bottom. If you see this at all with no scholarship and a 73% locked, that means nobody. This team dropped them off their board. None of these teams are recruiting them. Put them on their board, give them max points. If you don't have insta-commit, obviously offer them a scholarship, and you should be able to get them before the end of the season. And I'm aiming with no matter what level the school is, whether it's a brand new one, it's one I've been doing for years. I'm looking for 67 and higher. Nobody below 67. If you redshirt them and then they play 4 years, that's going to be 5 years of development. They're going to be in the low 90s at least, even if they're 67. So what do I look for? Quarterback, I want a 40 time under 4.7 for a read option. If you don't play read option, if you want a pocket quarterback, then 40 time really doesn't matter. And I want throw power of 87 or higher. Halfbacks, I'm going to sort by squat, which is their break tackle. Looking at 350 or higher, but I'll take 300. And then I'm looking at speed, 40 time speed of 4.5 or less. Wide receivers, I'm just sorting by 40 time and go from there. Possession receivers, if you get a possession receiver that runs a 4.4, that means they're not only going to be fast, but they can also catch the ball, as opposed to just a speed guy who has low catching. So he might be a 97, but 55 catch. The possession archetype are those ones that have higher catch ratings. Tight end, I want 300 or higher on the blocking for the run block, and then I look for 4.7 or less on the 40 time, so that they are good receivers. So even if they're a blocking tight end, if they have 4.7 or less, then they can turn into a good receiver. They'll have the speed to get down the field. Anybody watching Georgia streams, you know the Amanda play, you know the empty stick, and we run the tight end straight down the numbers. Got to have speed to do that. Can't be running a 4.8, 4.9 tight end up there. Offensive line, sort by squat. It's got to be 600 or higher, maybe a 595, but I want 600 or higher. You want bench press of 400 or higher because 600 is their run block, 400 is going to be their pass block. Is it not close enough? Let me zoom in a little more. Is that all on there? Can you see everything? Here, let me do this. Yeah, get your phone out and take a picture. This is what I look for. These are my minimums. I'm waiting for the stream to catch up so I can see. All right, so offensive lineman, 600 on the squat, 400 on the bench, 40 times under 5. If you can get somebody that runs a 4.7 40, they're going to have really good acceleration and everything, so you're going to definitely want them to play if you're going to do a lot of counter plays, pulling plays. They're going to be able to get out there and get to those blocks on the corners and the linebackers. Can't see the far right 40s. I'm just waiting for my stream to catch up. Push it farther. Yeah, hold on. I'm trying again. I keep pushing it over. It's going to end up behind the camera before long. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Hold on. There we go. So I was doing it on the spreadsheet, but it wasn't updating because I didn't have the window big enough. That should help. There you go. Sorry about that. I was moving the wrong thing. I was moving the spreadsheet, but it was the window within Streamlabs. So there we go. Sorry I wasted all that time. So definitely under 5 on the offensive line. Defensive line, same thing. You're going to look at 600 or higher, bench 400 or higher, 40 times under 4.8 on the ends, or preferably 4.6, 4.7. You want those speed guys to get up the field. They also want them to get off their block and um, get to those outside players. D tackle, same thing. 600 on the squat, 400 on the bench, preferably under a 5, so they have a little bit of speed, can get after the quarterback. You get those guys with 55 speed. They they get off their blocks, but then they can't go sack the quarterback because they're just chugging up the field. So that's what I'm looking for. That's why I always sort by the squat when I'm not looking at the skill players. I still do on halfbacks and quarterbacks, but any of these, the big boys, the offensive, defensive line, linebackers, you're looking 600 is what you want in your squats, 400 on your bench. And their bench is tied directly to their strength rating. Okay. Linebackers, you want 40 times under 4.7. I prefer 4.5s, 4.6. If you can find 4.4s, that's even better. You want those guys that can cover and go hunt guys down sideline to sideline. When you're playing those Power 5 schools, and I keep saying you need to run straight ahead and not run sideline to sideline, it's probably because they have a bunch of 4 or 5 linebackers that can go sideline to sideline. So you get rid of that by running straight at them and negate the advantage. But if you're playing slower linebackers, it's probably because they're 40 times or 4.8. So, and then the corners, free safety strong, sort by 40 for speed. Also look at the squat of 350 or higher, a minimum 300 squat. Mainly for the strong safeties. I mean, the squat for those guys. So squat for DBs is their tackle. So if you can get a 300 or higher squat for the DBs, they're going to tackle better. So not only are they going to cover with a good 40 speed, but they can also bring the guy down in the open field. Strong safety, if you can get that squat higher, they'll have a better chance of being flexed in to play linebacker because they're going to be closer to this 400 if they have a squat of 350. So they're just going to be a little bit less on the strength than a regular linebacker, but if you find a 4.5 strong safety, well, actually it's 350 to 600. So if you can get above 350, they're going to be not quite as strong as the outside linebacker, but they're going to be faster. They're going to be better cover. So that's in case you run into a situation where there's no linebackers at all. You can go find some good, strong, fast, strong safeties and buy yourself a little bit of time till you can find some of the others. But I put this together the other day. Slow corner with high cover, like 85. I would move those guys to free, George, because they're going to be playing more zone back there than they're going to be playing cover. So that's why I say if I can't find a decent free, I'll just move a corner. So if you have some guys that are slower corners, and you have plenty of other guys that have good speed to play corner, and you have that 85 corner on your list, but you still need a free, well then you've got a guy right there you can always move back there. Their speed isn't going to be nearly as necessary because they're playing so far downfield, they don't have quite as far to run. Anyway, let me go back to the game one. And I need to fix my depth chart too, so give me 1 sec here while I fix this. In fact, I need to see this so I can fix it properly. There we go. All right. Got a bunch of referee assignment things blowing up my phone. So hopefully you guys took photos of that, so you have something to refer to when you're going through and looking at your own guys. Like I said, feel free to do whatever you want based on your style of play and what you're looking for, but that's what I look for. Get this visit out of the way. He's only got a 100-point visit from TCU, and it's all the way in week 13. Yeah, let's get this 500-point visit out of the way. Yeah, that cell here, I'll go back to it, George. These cells right here, these are transfer players. That's what the T stands for. I got 4 transfers at the end of the season last year, and so that I can help remember who they are, as opposed to redshirt. I mean, technically they're redshirted, but it's because they transferred, not because I chose to redshirt them. And you can see they're already good, and that's because as a transfer, they get off-season training. So they miss a year of playing, but they get an extra year of training that a regular redshirt wouldn't get. So those guys, there's 4 of them. There's another linebacker here at the bottom. So they're going to get to start like right away. But that's what the green is for. Cowboys, Bears, Raiders, Saints. I think Russell Wilson will end up with the Saints, to be honest. Saints or Cowboys. If Jerry decides to tell Dak Prescott to take a hike, he might want to go after Russell. But I think he's going to the Saints if he gets traded at all. All right, let's go back to our top schools here. So Samson moved up the board. No one's got him on their board. We'll just keep his points there. Almost ready for a visit on Bryant. Making progress there. Making progress there. He's at 1,500. All right, jump to first place with the middle linebacker, which is what I wanted. Would like to get this corner up. Let me take this 100 off of him and put him on the other corner. Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, out of that whole list of teams, I would imagine the Cowboys and the Saints are on the list, but I personally think he'd end up with the Saints. He's up to number 1 there. We're going to leave the points. Leave the points. All right, I can take 100 off of this guy and stick it on one of these corners. Actually, I don't need to put it on him. $200 here. I'm taking his points away. Finally got the first. First there. Gaining slowly, but I'll get my visit in before him. All right, I'm going to leave those points on him because he doesn't have kind of tenuous lead. 200, 200, 200. All right, so I have 200 points to stick somewhere else. No problem, George. So let's add this 100 points, extra 200, 100 each on these ends. Don't need him. Let's stick it on him. All right. I'm 0-2. I would get more commits pretty early if this team would actually start winning some games. Somebody want to take care of that CV Bassey for me, please? Thank you. think they can walk in and sell their shit. All right, let's advance. Need some wins, boys. We only had 5 last year. And we lost again. I'm going to make a change. I'm going to change the playbook right now as soon as they're done simming this. I think I have it on multiple, but I think I'm going to switch it to air raid. It may not be the best roster for air raid, but I just went 9-5 with New Mexico running the air raid. So let's change it up. I can't be losing all these games. I won't get any of these guys. I watch Param Crow, mostly on YouTube, not on Twitch. And on that one recruiting video he put together, he said the best playbooks were multiple D and multiple offense. I haven't had any luck with multiple offense at all. Not playing it, not simming it. I tried it with this one. This team's not ready for a spread, so I'm going to go to air raid and see what happens. Is he? That's awesome. I saw him on Discord. I saw him pop in on their Discord, so that's pretty cool. Dude's got thousands of people watching him all the time. It's pretty funny. That is cool. Yeah, I've tried. Yeah, revamp, I can't. So we got the halfback ready to visit. So before I forget to do this, we're going to do it right now. I have my own air raid book. There it is. Oops. I'm almost ready for an upgrade if I can get a win. I wanted to see what my splits are. 60 pass. Yep. There we go. 60. I don't need 25 guys. I have 26 guys on my list. I'm really looking at 13 to 15. So ready for a visit. Yeah, almost forgot to do this. All right, Sampson, he'll be first next week. Bryant is at 50%. He'll be ready for his visit next week. And I'm going to take 100 off of him then, since I'm just trying to get him to his visit. 400, got up to first place. We're going to give him the extra 100 I just took off. Got 3 DNs. Look at that. We're loading for bear. I'll probably start these 2 and redshirt this Brewer dude. What's his lead? Let's peel 100 off of him. Give it to this corner. He'll be first next week. 300 on the halfback. We're going to drop him down 200. Give this wide receiver an extra 100. This punter is coming for a visit and he's 92% locked, so I'm going to drop him down all the way down to 200. So I have points to spend on real players and not a kicker or a punter. They're a necessary evil. All right, we can start peeling that off of him. We're going to drop him down to 300 for now. We'll see. Slowly gaining. He's coming for a visit. Let's give this wide receiver an extra 100. Give this wide receiver an extra 100. Yeah, I need some wins, and I'll start closing some of these guys out really fast. And it's going to be it's going to be a great class. See, I'm still in first place on these guys. I'm still gaining. Losing ground on him. Nebraska wants him, they can have him. I'll just take him off the board. He can go. We'll keep these guys just in case. All right, let's go by position real quick. Quarterback. This is the Darius Williams dude. He's the freshman, 84 speed, 83 throw power. He's definitely a redshirt candidate, and he's definitely like to replace my redshirt. My quarterback who's already a freshman that's already redshirted, I'll just get rid of him. Need 2 halfbacks, so definitely hard after Lonnie Jackson. Courtney Barrow would be another one we would want. If I get 3, that's okay, because I have 2 juniors. I could just dump one of the juniors and get young really fast. I've got an 80 that's a sophomore transfer that's going to start next year, so one of these juniors can go away. Probably, I have a 74 that's already been redshirted, so I can cut him and redshirt the other 78 junior. Yep. Yeah, I was watching you play last night, George, and it was that Boise game. EA decided to just royally screw you, and it was that dynamic difficulty, man. It was just like, hey, you're doing too well. We're just going to up the dynamic difficulty. And what's up, Murder? How you doing, man? I'm trying to do this fast, but it's not going fast because I had to add so many guys in week 1 back to my board. Hope you're having a good day. We're going through my guys that are on the board right now and making sure I got my points allocated. We're going to have a really good class. It's going to be bigger than I intended, but that's because I'm replacing some backups. Look at these ends, George. You're going to like this. Going to get him. Going to get him. Going to get him. Fact. I'm leaving the 200 on Brewer because I want to get the visit. Outside, we should get him. Middle, we should get him. Got a good cornerback board. Way up on 3 of them, but I'd really like this 79. Punter, got a visit coming. Should get him locked out soon. This is our, look at this. Murder, check out this quarterback. He's a JUCO junior, so he's only going to get 2 years, but I can redshirt him. He's already 88 speed, 89 throw power, 80 carry, 87 juke, 85 elusive, 75 stiff, 78 spin. He's 80 catch with 86 route running. He can also play wide receiver. If that's not a read option beast, I don't know what it is. This guy is 94. He can 87 man, 85 zone. He's another DB. I'll start dropping some of these other corners off my roster with all these other guys. Jenkins. Yeah, Jenkins, he's got 80 pursuit. This guy looks like he could play a little bit of linebacker maybe. What is his break tackle? 70. Block shed's not good. Finesse isn't good. I don't know if there's a spot on my team for this guy. That's 78 speed. He's not going to be a quarterback. So I'm just going to cut bait. I don't need him. It gives me 200 points to spend somewhere else. This guy's 94 speed. He's a decent cover. Might be a safety. Maybe I put him at safety, since I wanted a free safety, right? I may not get him anyway, but that's all right. So now I have 600 points to spend, right? So let's give Darius another 100. Let's give this corner another 100. Get this athlete another 200. What's up, PS3 Network? How you guys doing, man? We're just going through sim-only dynasty where we recruit. And I'm actually going to add 50. We're just doing recruiting while we sim the games. Let's give it to Smith. Playing with UL-Monroe, they're struggling to get some wins, and they're still struggling to get wins. But I should be able to get a good class even if they don't win any games. Yeah, we're doing the recruiting just so you can see recruiting and don't have gameplay getting involved. And Well, this Sims, let me go back. Guys that just got here is what we're working with on the depth chart. Yellow are seniors, red are redshirt freshmen, people that we just redshirted. Green are transfers that we got last year. So I got an 85 and an 80. Nice transfers. Here are my needs right here. I'm really only looking 13 to 15, but I'm going to take probably up to 20 at this point. I got so many good corners and defensive ends and wide receivers. We're just going to load up and try and replace some of this riffraff on the team. But I normally don't stream during the day, but I gave everybody a little bit of surprise, and I'll be back. I'm going to do my Mizzou Stream Dynasty tonight. They've already beaten Ohio State, Central Florida, and Clemson to start the season. It's the team that won the national championship in year one, so we're trying to go back to back. And all right, 3 more visits. Let's go see where we can squeeze them in. Yep, finally got this guard in. Need to get him finished. Get him in right away. Get him in right away. If there's nobody on their board and it's just you, take him immediately. Get those points and get him off the points board and onto the committed board as quick as possible. So let's see. All right, Sampson up to first. No one's interested. That's fine. Let's push him. Looks like Ohio State's interested now, but I have my visit coming. So leaving 400 on these guys because they're only at 36% and 24%. I got to get that visit, so I'm trying to get them done as quick as possible. This guy is already getting his visit, so I'm going to take these points away. And let's push these defensive ends a little higher. I don't want to lose these guys because all these big schools decided to show up at the end of the season. He's going to get a visit. 45, 35. So Tulane decided to put some points in, but I got a visit coming, so we'll deal with him. Hey Q, how's it going? Yeah, I finally did a stream when you can actually watch, right? You're not trying to sleep. Let me take another 100 off of this linebacker. He'll still get his visit. Let's put it in this punter. I hate spending points on punters. In fact, I'm going to drop him down to 100 and stick another 100 on the punter just because I want to get this guy done. Wide receiver, wide receiver, wide receiver. Well, thanks for stopping by either way then. All right, let's advance. And we're going to go back to this depth chart again because I want to show this one more time for the guys that just got here that haven't seen this. See if this gets cut off, if you can still see it. Yeah. All right. So at the top, I go through my list of the order of things that I do. But this is what I want to show the other guys is the what I look for at each position. Their 40 times, their squats, their bench, throw power, looking for 67 or higher, nobody below 67. That's where my cutoff is. And this is what I look for by position groups when I start putting them on my board. So, and we lost that game, so we're 0-4 now. So I'll just leave this up here right now until it changes pages. But I got a lot of this information from Reddit, from YouTube. I've watched Param do his recruiting. I watched the video he put out on his recruiting, which I knew a good chunk of that already just from watching and reading. But I did pick up some things with him. So it's not like I created any of this. It's just how I put it all together for myself. You can see we got the punter. Those extra points got him to finally commit. Since we're not winning games, we're not getting people to finish off and sign on. Need some wins, and these guys will start dropping like flies. Come on. At least they got the punter, so those points can go away. See down here at the bottom? Yeah. So now I got 400 points to spend. All right, Samson's got a decent lead. Still going to leave 300 on him. This guard, 3,000 points ahead of Ohio State. I'm probably going to give them a couple hundred back just because I want to get this done. I don't want them to have a visit and jump back in. This guy's got a 2,000 point lead, so I can drop him to, let's drop him to 300. I need to spend some points on these wide receivers at the bottom of the list. Yeah, I'll drop him to 400. I'm not going to drop him quite as much because he's still at 33%. This guy's at 79. He's at 84%. Let's drop him down to 300 as well. Let's push this Kenny Reed up to 500. He's good. He'll get a visit after this week. Just push him to 500 and try and get him to want to come for a visit. Now Memphis has jumped in, so we're going to push this up to 600. And now they want after him, so let's max him out. They're good. Take his points away and try and work on these wide receivers. Let me peel. Better not. Who can I take? I just put this on here, but I'm going to take it off because I want to go to the guy at the bottom that I want to put another 100 on. Moving these guys down the list because I want to focus on the guys getting points up here. I don't have to go searching for them. All right. Let's advance. Hey, we did get a win. Need another win. Let's beat Western Kentucky. Give me another win. Let's go. Nope. Close loss. What's wrong with your Irish setter, Killed? That's not good. I have a almost 6.5-year-old golden doodle, and I have a probably closing in on 7-month-old golden doodle, and the 7-month-old got a spiral fracture in her back lower, I think it was lower left leg. They were wrestling out in the yard. We have moles, so they have some mole tunnels and holes that I need to take care of, and she got it caught and broke it. But she's all good now, and she's almost as big as the other dog, so I've had to go through that, keeping them quiet. All right, we got a bunch of people ready to visit, so that's good. Still lost the game. I'm curious to see how many of these guys have to go to the off season because we can't seem to win a game with this team. Actually, damn it, going too fast. Who's ready for a visit? Well, let's pick the lesser of two here and go against Texas State instead of the Raging Cajuns. Maybe we can get a win with these guys instead of getting our ass kicked. Well, let's put him a week early since I don't want a competitive visit. And I have a head coach upgrade. Awesome. All right, so let's top schools. I got to leave that on there to get that visit. He's at 94% locked. Let's drop him down to 100. Spend these points somewhere else. This guy's got to commit at some point. All right, he's in for a visit. He's very close. He's getting bigger lead, much bigger lead. All right, they're finally starting to put some points on him. So we'll take this linebacker off, put it back on this running back before they creep in. He's good. All right. Let's go get our points in here and see what we can spend it on. Hey, hey, hey. That's good for next year. It's not good for this year. I've already offered to everybody. You know what? Just in case. Hat and boots. Can get revamped some shit kickers. Lost again. Got smoked. Glad I didn't put all those visits that week. I knew the Cajuns were going to kick our ass. This team should be much better next year once I can get some of these guys in on defense. Thank you. Well, it's a little deeper than normal because I'm going through some sinus stuff. It's just lingering. It was really deep last weekend. It was like really deep, but it's more nasally now. You like that Barry White voice? Oh yeah. That's funny. Yeah, first thing in the morning, I could never get one over on the wife if I slept in and she was at work and called me in the morning. Did you just wake up? No, I didn't just wake up. No, I've been up for hours, but defensive coordinator upgrade. Hey, we got the halfback, Larry King. That'll take one guy off the board. It's not the guys I want to commit, but at least it's the body. We need this body. All right. Anybody else coming for a visit? Yeah. Get this shit out of the way. Wide receiver. Finally, you're coming to see Texas State. All right. He's going to need some points at some point to get him to commit. I got one running back. I need two. This is the guy I want, and this is a backup. Although I would take all three. I need 3 wide receivers. This is the guy I want the most. Good. He's at 84% locked. I can take these points. He got a visit. So we'll take him down to 200. But the question, Q, is that all you're going to wear? Just a hat and boots. All right, Jimmy. Thank you, thank you. All right. I don't need this guard. He's hanging on, though. Defensive end. Defensive end. Defensive end. All right, so let me take 100 off of here. Give it to there. Outside linebacker, they're starting to creep on me, so I need to get some points to this outside. And looks like I'm going to take him away from the middle to put on the outside. Let's finish this guy off. Thank you, Cincy, for the gift sub. All right. Washington State thinks they have a chance. I don't think so. These guys are all ready for their locked. This guy... Got the punter. This is taking way longer because these assholes won't win a game. All right. Let's hope we can beat Texas State. We have a bunch of people visiting. And I'm not even going to deal with the low lock stuff because I have enough trouble getting these guys to commit. And we get smoked 52-14. God, this team won 5 games last year. What am I going to do? They're not scoring. I'm going to have to switch. Maybe I'll just switch to the spread and see how they play on spread. This team is trash. I cannot wait to get my players on this team. I need these hanger-oners, the guys that sit in 96, 97, 98 to commit so I can pour those points in these other players. I'm going to have way too many guys in the offseason at this rate. It's already week 10. So I have 5 weeks to get 10 guys committed. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, since that no sugar should actually help you sleep better. Hey, we finally got that 80 guard. When I gave up sugar, um, that's how I lost a lot of weight really fast, was the no sugar. But we went and got donuts for my daughter one day, and I said, hey, I've been good for like 2 months. I've lost 15 pounds, blah, blah, blah. And I had two Dunkin' Donuts custard-filled donuts. And oh my God, I ate them both. And I hadn't had sugar for 2 months. And I had the wildest dreams when I slept that night. So if you cut your sugar and then go back and have a little bit, your body's going to freak out. 8 people ready for a visit. All right, finally. I don't even know that I want them to come watch me get my ass kicked by Troy, but they got to come in some point. At least I have a chance to get extra points. All right, so that I put that quarterback on the same week as the athlete that I want to play a quarterback, so it thinks Darius Sampson is a wide receiver and not a quarterback because I didn't get a competing visit week that week. So little do they know. And drop him down 100. I need to get some of these other players done. $500, $300, $400. These guys just need to commit. He's at 700. Yeah, look at Ohio or Penn State. All right. So if you're going to be that way. That was a good week. Drop him to 4. Thank you, thank you. Why is my alert box not showing up? All right, 700 there. He's got a visit coming though, so I don't want to take that off. Here, George, check this out. This was the guard we got that no one was recruiting. 92 acceleration, 88 strength, 86 run block. Dude's a beast. Actually, I have not used this defensive coordinator point. See if we can beat Arkansas State. Are we going to have one win the whole year? We had 5. Nope. Another loss. Hey, well, at least you get to see me recruit good players with a shitty team. Problem is trying to finish them off. can't go the whole season with just one win, can they? Can we maybe get 2, maybe 3? It'd be nice to be able to get a second one on a visit week so we can get some of these guys locked out. Let's go. And my problem, Lou, is I eat what my wife bakes, so that's why I had to lose the weight. And now I keep, hey, we got the 2 linebackers I needed. Awesome. That is awesome. Cleared up 300 points. Top schools. Damn. I hate putting points in this guy, but he just won't sign on the dotted line. Guess this one's going to the off season. All right, so we stayed ahead on him. He still has a visit. Take some points off of him. Put them on him. They still screwed up, so you can still do your stack and trade, stack and release. Can you still do the practice squad run around thing where you can sign those guys to ridiculous contracts? All right, this guy needs to come. I'm just gonna give him 100 so I can spend these points. In fact, I'm going to take it off here and put it on there for now. Yeah, Dodds, I'll be interested in watching vids when you go through and show how to still do it on Madden 21, because I'm pretty sure that's cool. So that means it'll carry over into Madden 22, right? So you'll be able to still get around it. Stack and release. Dodds always finds a way to get around it, man. All right, can we beat Georgia State? Yay, we got our second win of the season. That's helpful. Unfortunately, that was not a home game, so we didn't have any visits that week. But maybe they'll push these other guys over the finish line. Yep. If you're not going to cheese the trade system for like trading away the 30-year-old 79 unexpiring contract veteran for a #1 pick, if you're going to stay away from doing that, then you got to find a way to get your backups cheap so you can afford your expensive starters. But that's, if you play Madden, go follow Tips for Gamers. Dottery Cribben here is the guy that's on the camera, showing you how to do all those tips and tricks to get around the salary cap and get around the trading. He can trade for anybody. Anybody. All right, we got our second win of the season. Hopefully we can beat Georgia Southern too. I hate when the game forces these buys at the end of the season instead of letting you have extra games. Nope. Did get one wide receiver. All right, Samson's getting closer. This guy's got to commit soon. In fact, I'm going to take 100 off of him and give it to Samson to try and get him. This guy won't. I'm going to take all but 100 off of this guy. Try and get those two to commit. Take all but 100 off of this guy. Okay, Jimmy, sounds good. Hey, man, not a problem, Daughtery. I don't care. That's fine. You know I'm interested in that, and I like watching your videos, so I don't mind you sharing it all, man. Not at all. Hey, I blabbed a whole lot of shit on your streams, so feel free, man. I do not care at all. That's fine by me. See you, Jimmy. I'll see you when you get to work, man. Oh, I need this tackle. I need this guy and this guy to commit. So who can I peel this off? Let's take 100 off of here and try and get this defensive end. All right. I have a feeling we're going to have multiple guys in the off season. Let's save this. Multiple guys in the off season that we're going to need to hit, but hopefully we can get 5 or 6 of them to go in the next week or two, and it won't be so bad. I won't have 10 of them. All right. We got Troy and Georgia Southern left. I could handle a 4-8 season after the start we had. It would be nice to close out with some wins to close out some of these recruits. Just setting up these boards takes forever. Managing them week to week isn't such a big deal, but the initial preseason, week 1, week 2, sometimes into week 3, just seems to take forever. That's another reason why I don't schedule any games in week 1 ever. Oh, man. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, man. Lou, I'm wearing a knee brace, a knee sleeve, because of my kneecap issue. And it is, like, itching and sweaty. Hey, there we go. We got 2 of those defensive ends and 1 of the top corners. That is awesome. Georgia like that. We got 2 stud ends. Got 500 more points. Let's go see what we have left, what we need to push over the finish line. Yeah, I know. We got a bunch of guys visiting. Didn't rearrange these, did I? Not bad for a shitty school. 80 end, 79 end, 80 guard, 79 middle, 78 corner. These guys are depth. Anybody new to visit? No. Any of these guys? Not scheduled to visit yet. That guard. The guard and the halfback. Okay. Because we're not putting any points on him. I'm going to get rid of this guy. Yeah, I'm getting rid of him. We're already down. And I'm getting rid of this guard. And we'll leave the quarterback just in case. Alright, so 77% locked. We'll leave that there. Maxed out on him, maxed out on him. He's very close. Maxed. He's slowly gaining. Maxed. 200 more points. Let's drop him. I'm going to drop him to 350 and give the other 350s to his second quarterback. Put them back in numerical order, and then we're going to go. Please give us a win. Please. I need a third win. No. 63-20. Holy shit. That was a raping. Yeah, since these HPW shows are awesome. Love watching those, man. Even if I don't catch it live, I'll put it on the next day and watch it. What I can't do is watch it while I'm in bed on my phone because I don't get the greatest Wi-Fi connection there. And I don't want to fall asleep in the middle of the match either, so I'd rather watch it when I have daylight hours. It was pretty cool having Jimmy in this show last night too. That was a nice addition. I'm going to switch to this cam. You just bring in his video from Discord, so you guys are both together on Discord. Is that how you did that? Hey, look at that! Got the 82 receiver, the other 80 end, a 78 receiver, a 78 corner, 75 halfback, 68, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was a good week. 6 guys in 1 week. It's not my highest, but definitely a really good week, even though we got our ass kicked. Look at all of these high 70s and 80s, man. Imagine if we had won some of these games. Jesus. All right, let's max all these guys out. %98 locked. This is going to the off season. 83% off season. Off season. Off season. I dropped 300 points, but I have my visit coming, so I'll jump back into first place with my visit. Clinging to that one. They got their visit and they lost ground. How bad is that? They lost ground and they had their visit. So, hey, as long as we only have a couple of guys to deal with in the off season, I'll be happy. Let's take a look at our top classes. Check this out. Number 12, 4 4-stars, 10 3-stars, 1 2-star. And they only have 2 fucking wins. All definitely not playing the championship games, and we're not going to a bowl, so this will be the last game of this season. So I will more than likely, once we get done with the end of the season and progress through and get it back to where I set up the recruiting board for next season, I'll probably end it there where we get to the page with the schedule and the red shirts and the depth charts and all that. I'll end my stream there. And I will be back at 7:30 Central for the Mizzou Season 2. I don't know the entire schedule, but I know the first game is Baylor. Actually, I could show you here. I'll just switch to my Mizzou schedule page. So if you come back in tonight to watch stream number 2, we will have Baylor, Oklahoma State, and Nebraska. I don't think we'll get to Colorado, but it's possible. Never know. But that's what we're looking at for tonight. Hey, we got 2 of those other wide receivers. So we are done with active recruiting until the off season. So let's see what the damage is for that. So we have 4 guys that we need in the off season. And how many of those do we really need? Let's get him to the bottom. All right, so we definitely need this corner, and we jump back in front. Definitely need this corner. I will take this quarterback, but I don't have to have him. What I'll probably do is maybe stick like, I don't know, 500 points on him, if that. So 5,000, 5,000, 4,000, and 1,000. See if I can get all 4. Let's check our classes again. We jumped to number 5. 5 4-stars, 11 3-stars. Look at Notre Dame. 10 4-star players. Holy shit. This team's going to be good next year. Let's save this before I forget. All right. In advance, past the bowl season into the off season, get through, see who got drafted, who didn't get drafted. I don't think I have anybody that has a high enough overall to worry about getting drafted, so we're not going to mess with that. And I can do that off camera before next season, because I should have some guys getting close to that level. There's not one person on the team above an 80 that's playing this season, so we don't have to deal with that. 2-10. What a terrible season. Hopefully I don't get fired. If I get fired, I'll just recreate the coach and go back in. Because I got him a really good recruiting class. Here's the top 25. Have never looked at this the whole season. Oklahoma's 1. Miami, 2 losses is 2. LSU, Louisville. Iowa State, look at that. Jimmy won't like that. Guess I should look at stats sometime. 1,400 yards passing. 300 yards rushing. Wow. I mean, we had to have some injuries. Yeah. Nobody could run the ball. Nobody can. Look at that. That's receiving. No one can catch a pass. All right, so we're going to have to work on our playbook for this team because it obviously didn't work. Let's do this. We'll go to the spread option next year. See if they do any better. Before we get to the end of all of this, I want to thank everybody who came in and watched and chatted and subscribed and followed and any of that good stuff. I appreciate all of that. I know this isn't my normal time, and I just kind of jumped on in the middle of the day and didn't tell anybody. So thanks for stopping by and watching this. This is a pretty good class for how shitty this team is. So I didn't have a lot of bonus to work with. So this is how you can go get those low lock guys with a bad team. If you had a good team, you'd get even better. Your class would be loaded with 75s and higher. Definitely, if you need to refresh on anything I did or just see the process again, go to my YouTube page. I will have it uploaded probably, if not later tonight, I'll have it up there tomorrow for sure. The stream tonight won't go up until tomorrow, so it takes a while to download and then upload and for YouTube to process. So let us save this again since we're done. Get through this off season right up to the point where we set up a new board and we'll call it a day. But I want to see what the final class ranking is and see how good the freshmen look on this roster before I decide to redshirt anybody. Who won? Miami. The 2-loss Miami beat Oklahoma. LSU 13-1 and didn't get natty. Who the hell did they lose to? They lost to Florida. So lost to Florida and pounding FCS. Yeah, see, that's why you don't play FCS. It's like playing one less game a year. All right, let's advance and see if I get fired. One first team all-conference, one first team freshman all-American. Did I get fired? No, I didn't get fired. Wow. Thank God. See if we can talk anybody into staying if we want them to or not. Especially since I know what my depth chart is. Don't think we're going to have to worry about that. That receiving class is horrendous, so a lot of these top level 78, 79, 80 players are just going to step in and start. .68 guard wants to transfer. Looks like my controller is low. Let's plug that in. What do I have to do to convince him to stay? Yeah. Fuck you, you can go. Go to Southern Miss, I don't care. Nobody should be drafted. That's what I thought. Anybody transfer in? An 84 corner. An 84 corner from Florida. Hell yeah, we'll take him. He's got to sit a year, but that's five or not even JUCO, 5 straight transfers in the last 2 off seasons. 84. That's higher than anybody I had on the team to begin with at corner. Yeah, he's going to miss a year, so I'm only going to get his junior and senior years, but still, that's an 84, and he's going to get to develop in the off season too. He'll probably be close to a 90. Yeah. All right, let's see what our off-season recruiting looks like. We have 7 scholarships. I knew we had a lot of scholarships. That's why I wasn't worried about taking them. It's when you have 4 spots open and you have 4 guys on your board and then you get 3 transfers. It's like, oh, do I really take them or not? So the 84 is very helpful because if I don't get one of these 2, I'm still good. So let's not do that. We're giving both corners 5,000 points. I need to look at this Blake Haas again and see what exactly he is. That's one of the good things about having a crappy school with a really bad roster is you get those transfers and they can step in and play. If not this year, they will next year. This year as in the season coming up. And I wish this process right here was a lot easier where you could just do some sort of button combination to make it jump by 1,000 as opposed to 5, 10. What is this guy again? He's a 94 speed guy that has a little bit of cover. Catching sucks. He's not very elusive. He's definitely a wide receiver. So I tell you what, we're going to give Darius 2,000 just to be safe, and then I'll give the rest to Haas, and we'll be done with this. Actually, you know what? I don't even really need this dude. I'm gonna give him 1,000. We're gonna give these guys 1,000 each. I want to make sure I get these guys. Need to build this defense up so we can stay in some games and deal with the offense later. All right. Let's see how we do. Give me the 2 corners and the quarterback, and I'll be happy. While it does that, we'll come back here. And so you can see this is the corners I was working with. So I had nobody. I had 1 senior that was above 74. So I don't know that either of these 2 guys are even going to be in the roster. Definitely not this guy. We may be playing a bunch of freshmen right away because they're so much better. And this is the guy that transferred out, which I don't really care. I can move this junior over here as a backup because he's going to start. I got an 80 as well. So, who knows? Hey, look at that. We got all 4 of them. And they do think Haas is a wide receiver, so I'll take another wide receiver. He's got 94 speed. Team desperately needs speed. Top 5 class. Let's check that out. I only wanted 15, but there was so many of those low-lock guys that I could upgrade my roster with. Why not take them? It's when you already have a bunch of really good players that you don't need to do all that. So I want to look at these in numerical order. Yeah, top five class with a team that won 2 games. 2. So I got an 82 JUCO that's going to play quarterback, but he could be a wide receiver if I really wanted him to. 80 end. 80 end. So what is he? 84th athlete. 12th defensive end, but he's an 80. 14th defensive end, he's an 80. 27th guard, but he's an 80. 5th corner, he's a 79. 123rd defensive end, he's a JUCO, but that's okay. That's okay. I'll get my 2 years out of him. He'll get redshirted for sure, so he'll be in the 80s again. JUCO middle linebacker, that's fine. We need players right now. Another JUCO corner, that's fine. We need players. Here's a freshman, number 1 corner from Saskatoon, Canada. How's that? 28th athlete, 4-star. 22nd corner, 21st wide, 91st halfback, 94th. He's a JUCO also. I need talent. I'll go get a freshman quarterback next year. Look at this. 68. 3 68s, 2 69s, a couple of 71s, and the rest are all started. They had 14 guys 75 or higher. We had 10 guys that were 78 or higher. And we had 4 guys in the 80s. Imagine if I had a team that would won some games. If they would just win some games. What's that do to our pipelines? Still Texas, Louisiana. We lost Arkansas, but we gained Florida with 6 guys from Florida. That's huge. Anybody else down here? No. There it is, boys. A 2-10 team has the 4th best. 7 4-stars, 13 3s, and 1 2. Look at that. A 1-star prestige, 70 overall, so they went up 2 points. Yeah. Number 4 with 2 wins. I got to take a picture of that for George, man. All right. There we go. Look at all of that. I don't even like it on that screen. I like it on this screen better. Took 3 screens. Not bad. I'll take that. I will definitely take that. Yeah, baby. All right, he's an 81 quarterback and an 82 wide receiver. And an 82 wide receiver would be my best wide receiver by far. So I'm not going to move him yet because I want to see what the other positions look like. So Michael Davis is a wide receiver. Haas is a wide receiver. Let's go look at quarterback. So I have a senior, a junior, a sophomore, and a sophomore. And this junior is going to get redshirted. A couple of seniors in there. So this guy stepping in as a true freshman with 94 speeds, my best receiver. If I moved that other JUCO, he would come in at an 82 and be my number 1 wide receiver. I can guarantee you these 2 seniors are getting cut. And probably this sophomore. We're getting rid of all this low speed bullshit. Tight ends are fine. Let's move this guy out to tackle. Let's move this guy into guard. He's a red shirt. Freshman 74. My phone is blowing up. All right, we're just going to roll with that. Look at those. 80 freshmen. 80 freshmen. Let's move him to right end. And move him to right end. Move this freshman back to left. All right, so this senior's going to get cut probably. So I'm still 3 deep over here. And this senior's going to get cut. So I'm still 3 deep. D tackle, we are loaded. I'll need to get 2 D tackles, or at least 1 D tackle next year. Outside, 71, 69, 68. I'm just going to cut this senior. Wow, we have so many corners now. Look at all these freshmen and one sophomore. And this is the guy that transferred. So this is going to be our secondary right here going forward. So he's going to get cut. He's going to get cut. Probably him too. Free safety. Strong safety. Got my punter. All right, Lou, what do you think? Should I move this? Should I move this guy to wide receiver, make him the number 1, and just play him there for 2 years, or make him the top quarterback? I mean, I could just not redshirt him and play him at quarterback. I've got a ton of receivers. And quarterback seems to be a little light. So I could redshirt this dude, play the other one, and get rid of one of these 2 jokers. Yeah. Yep. He's going to step in and start. He'll get his 2 years in. I don't give a shit about this guy. I will redshirt this guy. And we'll cut one of these 2. Probably this guy. He's probably got the better throwing of the 2, but he has the less speed. And I'm going to a spread playbook now. So there's not much difference in their throwing. There's a huge difference in their speed. And I'll just redshirt this guy. Or I could just cut this guy and not worry about it because he's only got 83 throw power. That's the last quarterback we got. But he's got 84 speed. And I'm going to lose this guy. So it'd be nice to have him. I mean, I could always redshirt him later. So, there we go. Training results. This ought to be great because we have those transfers that are going to get training. That center was an 85. He's a 91. And this is the corner that transferred. He's an 88. I don't like looking on that page. I like looking on the cut players page. I really don't care about how much they go up and down. We have 12 guys to cut. That's going to be easy. Yeah, I'll see it on this page. So they have Suits as the #1 starter. He's got 95 awareness, which really helps in the sim. It's just throw power. No, we got to go with him. Should I even keep this guy? I guess I could, but he's still got the worst of all. The only thing he has is awareness. I think Colby Suits is getting cut. And we'll keep these other two as backups and Redshirt Williams, which will give me 3 juniors next year. Halfback. 83 speed. Gone. Wide receiver. 80 speed. Gone. 82 speed. Gone. He's got the best agility, acceleration. Alright, I'll keep him around. We might just have a deep wide receiver class for a year. Senior, junior, sophomore. Sophomore, junior. They're so close I might redshirt this Bryant, the big 80 guy we got. I might just redshirt him. Yeah, this 81's probably going to get cut. No, this 73 is getting cut. And this 71's getting cut. Down to 6 guys. Down to 5 guys. Down to 4 guys. Down to 3 guys. Yeah. I got some guys here. 82 speed, corner, you're gone. I have 2 guys to cut, so let me contemplate other positions. Two guys. Yeah, so if I redshirt him and I cut that other guard, I need a backup guard. So that's why I won't cut this guy, because he serves a backup purpose. Although these guys can back up as well. I'm going to need another tackle anyway, so it's possible I cut this guy. I need to cut 2. Yeah, we'll see. So he's going to sit. He's going to play. He's going to play. He's going to play. He's going to play. I got a senior. So this junior's going away because he's slow. I have plenty of corners. Senior followed by freshman and sophomore. Senior. The only reason why I wouldn't want to cut one of those guys is now I'd have to go get a strong safety, whereas I can just play these 2 guys next year. So I'm considering cutting this guy. He's got 88 strength though. Run block, pass block, impact block. He's decent. He's just slow overall. Yeah, these centers can back up at guard too, especially this guy. So play, no, that's it. Yeah, play, red shirt, play. Tons of red shirts. I have to cut one guy. Let's go look at this. I went the wrong way. 65 fullback. I already have a sophomore at fullback, which means I'd have to get another one next year. 65, 67. Do I really need 2 fullbacks on the roster? What other blocking? Pass block, run block, impact block. So let's just cut this freshman. And we're good. So we're deep at corner, we're deep at wide receiver, kind of deep at running back, and that's good. Those are positions we don't need to focus on next year. We can go look at some more offensive line, definitely look at a high-level quarterback, some more high-level linebackers, strong and free. I could split up that class on those safeties because I have 2 sophomores that are both redshirted. Yeah, that was awesome. And I had 2 freaking wins. 2! 2 wins, man. I think if I had won even 5 games, I'd have been done recruiting by like week 13. Would have been completely done. And I didn't even do that, the point distribution, correct. I had to spread them out on so many guys. And now I have so much depth. The next 2 classes should be smaller, and I should be able to focus on high level and not try to get 25 guys, 20 guys. We can drop it down to 15 or 12. And I mean, ideally you want around 13 guys in a class. 15 guys. 15 is, so more 20, 40. So between 15 and 20, so like 17 guys per class. If you had 17 seniors, juniors, you know, you would be... Yeah, we don't need all this. All right. Need to get done so I can grab a snack, get a shower, have dinner, be ready to go tonight. So I'll definitely have different clothes on. Won't be the same for both. Yeah. That's fine. I'm trying to get starters, impact starters right now so that they can win games, which will help me get their replacements in 2 years. So that was the whole deal. Let's do this red shirt and then I'm done. I want to get this over with. Because then I have to do the schedule and I have to do the main board, so we'll just do this. So we're redshirting him for sure. Only means we're going to have three juniors next year. So when I recruit someone this year, we're going to probably drop Gammon off. He'll get replaced by a freshman that gets redshirted. So we will redshirt this guy. All right. 5 wide receivers. So this whole class is getting redshirted. So we will let these guys play. Actually, yeah. Do I? What about the return? Hold on. Let me check the return. Because if one of these guys at the bottom is a good returner, then I can play him as a return guy, get some points out of that, and redshirt that 88. Yeah, let's redshirt him and not redshirt Britain. So he'll be a return guy. We'll use Britton as a return guy. So he'll get some points that way, because if you look at him, where'd he go? He's a 74 compared to a 63. Nobody else on the team really runs returns very well. So, and I haven't looked at DBs yet, but that's what I'm going to do. We'll break the tie on that. Let these guys play. I need to get a tight end. Let those guys go. Redshirt him. I'm just going to let these guys play. I'm not even going to redshirt them. We're just going to go with our best guys. We'll redshirt him. All right, so we need 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I got to redshirt 3 guys. So there's 1. And honestly, I could redshirt this senior and put off losing another player. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. This guy's a transfer, so I can't. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go with that. Because we have extra freeze and extra strong, so we're good on backups. Look at all these freshmen that are playing. These guys are all playing. And these guys are all getting red shirts. So half the freshman class is going to start. They are starting. 2 corners, 2 wides, the left end and a right end. FCS, Georgia Tech, Georgia, Notre Dame. Boy, they really want to kick our ass. Yeah, don't think so. Coastal Carolina. Yeah, let's fix this before I go. We're not playing Notre Dame. Not a fucking chance in hell. We'll stick like Northern Illinois and we'll play Marshall. There's not a chance in hell I'm playing that schedule. We'll play Illinois. We'll take FCF. Let's make this open. So it's another visit week. Play Central Michigan. No. Something a little better. Let's play Colorado. And we're not playing FCS. Let's play Georgia Southern. All right. That's our knockdown schedule. Not playing a bunch of these hard-ass teams and getting crushed. 3. Let's make this a home game, and we'll go to Colorado. All right. So now the only thing I have to do, once I set my depth chart, and it put the correct quarterback. .94 speed. Put the slow guy in the slot. 83, 78, 91, 82, 77. Look at that defensive line. 80 on left end, 80 on right end, 80, 80, 80 up the middle. Wow. Our linebackers are a little light, but our D line's gonna run the show. Make sure I have the right kicker. I'd rather play the soft teams and have a chance to get a win for recruiting purposes than play these hard-ass teams and get crushed for sure. Punter is young. All right. Save my work, and we are done. So, again, thank you everybody who came by and stuck around for the whole thing. I will update the depth chart and put together a recruiting board so we don't have to take so long for the next one. So I'll do that whenever, some other time maybe. Maybe I'll split and do 2 separate ones on Sunday too. Who knows? But that was pretty successful. 2-win team gets the number 4 recruiting class. So that was productive. So anyway, thank you guys again for watching. Who do we want to raid? Is anybody that we should be raiding, Lou? I'm not logged in, so I can't see who's on right now. My browser crashed, so I'm watching my own stream, not logged in. Which means I probably need to log in, don't I? Or I can raid. I can raid out of Daniel. Okay, I can raid out of Streamlabs, right? All right, I'll send you, whoever's left, over to Daniel. And I will catch you guys later on tonight then. Have a good one.